This podcast has naughty words. If you don't like it, fuck ya. FoolishWorks presents the Hypothetical Hour. Asterisk.
We'll fix it in post.
I'll fix it first.
This is terrible.
Your face is terrible. What
This
if?
is a terrible idea.
I don't know. What if?
So for those listening at home, nobody. It's so depressing.
Isn't it?
It is. For those of you listening at home, we're starting a What If podcast.
Oh, no, this is awful. If I ever type, it's just going to click and clack.
Just type. It's fine. Okay, it's fine. I don't
Curse the
care
mechanical
if I hear clicking.
Are you sure? Because it's going to be...
Whatever. It'll be the same problem with me typing. It'll be the same problem with Ryan typing.
Oh, no.
Or I don't know, Ryan, do you have
Now-
a mechanical keyboard?
And now we learned the folly of the mechanical keyboard.
Yeah, this is why I have an inferior wireless keyboard, which doesn't make any noise at all.
Mechanical keyboards kill podcasts.
Yeah.
It's a known fact.
Yeah, it's
Well-
video killed the radio star. Mechanical
Mechanical kids
mechanical
killed
kids.
the podcast.
Number one enemy of podcasters.
Mechanical
Damn those
kids.
mechanical kids with their.
That sounds like a reject '80s band, the Mechanical Kids. The hit single, their only hit single was Robot Revolution.
They're always getting away with
It was
things.
too ahead of its time. Gonna take your internets. Do 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 do.
Sure, take my
That better not be copyright.
It's synth music,
Oh,
Jake.
if it's copyright, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
All right, hypotheticals.
Yeah, we got a like a little list of stuff, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We have a small list. Most of it that was typed out by some handsome devil.
I wasn't aware that we were going to be in league with devils for this podcast.
Well, we got these questions from people at home. By people at home, I mean a computer.
Well, I mean, we are at home.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that is true.
We are people at home, so we did get it from the people at home. We being the people. Okay, let's jump right into it. You are Rupert Murdoch, or a media mogul of equal or greater power and influence. What arbitrary agendas would you push, or would you be a fair and balanced TM? Would you be a... God damn it. Would you be fair and balanced TM?
Why would I be a fair and balanced Tim? That's a ridiculous
I
question,
don't know.
Jake.
I feel like Michael Bluth in Arrested Development looking at the pigeon in the in the paper bag. The dead pigeon.
Dead dove, do not eat.
It's the exact same feeling. This is that feeling. I don't know what I expected. I thought we'd get some intelligent conversation about interesting hypotheticals.
Well, no, we got it.
But instead, we have Ryan
Well, of
saying,
course.
why would I
'cause
want
we
to
haven't-
be a
we
fair
haven't-
and balanced fucking
We haven't
team?
defined the format. We need to say, we'll take it in order. Take it from the top, right? Who's at the top?
All right.
Well, it's verbal, technically.
Who's at the top? Okay, so
Well-
say I'm the one kind of curating this, so I guess I'll be the one asking the questions first. The first to answer can be the first person to guess which number I'm thinking of.
8.
2.
Darian wins.
Obvious bias.
I mean, it's not obvious bias. My favorite number is 8.
Is it?
It just means he's a better friend.
Is it?
Oh,
I picked it because it's
that's-
my
that's
favorite
hard.
number. Stop having all
God
my
damn
favorite
it.
things.
No, you stop having my favorite
my
things.
favorite number
Yellow is
and
my
my
favorite
favorite
color.
colour.
8 is my favorite number.
you.
You just have to go in there and just twist the knife that's already in me, Jake.
Ryan, I love you as much as
Is it-
Darian, which is not
Is
at
it
all.
your favorite number because it's the magic number in the Discworld?
Yes.
Oh
it
my
is.
god, I hate you. You're stealing my things.
I'm not stealing your damn
Stop
things.
stealing my things.
You know, I liked the number 8 so much that I had it as my jersey number when I played rugby
You got
league.
to pick your jersey? I just got whatever I was given when I played AFL.
From the other, 10s, I got to pick
I
my
don't
jersey
even
number.
know what jersey I had. I just had a jersey. I don't remember what was on it. I really hated AFL.
The last 2 years of my rugby league career, By the way, I played up to the under-13s, so, career is in big, giant quotations here.
I understand.
Well, I don't know if the audience
I
understands.
don't care.
The last 2 years of my rugby league career, I had sponsored by the Barbecue King on one of the sleeves of my jersey, because my dad was the barbecue guy.
Yeah. Apparently, I played in the under-10s, the under-11s, and the under-12s. And I'm pretty sure we won all 3 years, despite me. Yeah, like, I was
Despite
the worst. I was the worst. I couldn't... For some reason, I could not kick a ball in AFL until I stopped playing AFL, and then I became, like, the Rain Man of kicking AFL balls. Like, as soon as I stopped, I kicked the ball for funsies, and it just went sailing through the air with the greatest of ease. Majestically flying. It was weird. No, because, like, every time I try it at practice or in a game, I don't know, I guess my foot waited too long or something, and it'd kick the top of the ball, and it just kind of pathetically bounce across the ground. I don't...
Well, do you mean, by pathetically bounce across the ground, do you mean like it kind of spun and travelled
sort
along
of,
the
except
ground?
it didn't go very long because it was terrible and I was the worst. Yeah.
Right.
Well, in AFL, you want it to go high and long. Not too high, I guess. I don't know. You just want it to go through the goals. And I couldn't do that. But it didn't matter because I was usually in defence and the ball never got to me because the rest of the team was good.
I absolutely hated sports when I was a child. It was a terrible experience. I played soccer.
You didn't play any sport? Oh, well, you played soccer.
I played soccer and then I stopped playing after that small child kicked me in the face on the final photo day.
That's pretty bad, actually.
I was goalie and they asked me to lie down on the grass with my head on the football. Little kid walks up and tries and kicks the ball. Does he kick the ball? No.
Kicks you in the face.
Because kids are uncoordinated. Yeah, kicks my face.
I can't say that I have suffered worse on the rugby league field, but I can't say that I've suffered worse on a photo day.
Yep, I was the only non-game injury in that team.
Okay, so we need a format to say... So I ask the question first, then Darian answers first, then Ryan answers, then I give my answer, and then... We go in that order where Darian asks the next question, Ryan answers, then I answer, then Darian answers, and
round robin.
So on and so forth.
I don't know if I even used that.
So we ask how many questions?
So essentially that makes me Dictionary Corner and Countdown.
How are you Dictionary Corner? Everyone gets a go.
Yeah, and then they refer it off to me. And then I go, no, that's not correct.
Ryan, I don't think you're listening to what we're saying.
I have issues with this question.
Is it because it's practically the same question that I asked before, but with a different person?
No, I think it's mainly because before the question was offensive, and now the question is just so specific that I don't think we have enough expertise to make it interesting.
Okay. I mean, we are talking about hypotheticals here. The reason why I had that... I'm not sure whether to mention it or not, but the reason why I had that question was so we had some example of, like, alt history questions. But if we don't want to work with alt history hypotheticals,
I don't think we can really work with alt history without researching it beforehand, and I haven't done that.
Okay, fair enough. I will strike it. I will strike it from the record without the audience ever knowing what it was. That's the other issue we need to talk about, swearing, because I know that podcasts get labelled as explicit if you swear
you say
without
at the start,
censoring.
This podcast has naughty words. If you don't like it, fuck ya. That's what you do. You're not gonna beep him. We're just gonna fucking swear. It's an Australian podcast. It's un-Australian to beep him out.
But explicit podcasts get less audiences.
Don't give a shit.
Less.
We can do what the Americans do and just like substitute.
Alright, this is what we do, right? This is what we do. Yeah, like you just dub over. You just dub over them. So like whenever I say fuck, you say bingo or something, you know? But in a completely different voice.
Bingo. Okay. So instead of using the beep, I say like yeah drongo or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, that made me laugh, so it's funny.
Exactly.
Okay, first question. I'm sure you all remember it, but I'll just say it to refresh your memories. You are Rupert Murdoch, or a media mogul of equal or greater power and influence. What arbitrary agendas would you push, or would you be fair and balanced, TM?
Well, no. I wouldn't be.
Well, wouldn't be what?
Fair and balanced.
Right. So you would push your arbitrary agendas.
I would. I'm one of them bleeding heart liberals, aren't I? So you give me an ounce of power and I'll try and use it to pervert the course of society to my twisted means.
Well, go on, you have the floor. What would you do?
Just general bleeding heart liberal stuff.
You've got this Aussie podcast stuck in your head, don't you? This is forcing you to sound Aussie, isn't it?
I did. You said drongo, and it's kind of reinforcing my accent. I think it's a bit weird. I can't stop it.
So what, Darian as Rupert Murdoch, what would you do?
You know what would be fun?
What?
Faking fashions.
Faking fashions?
Yeah, like you know, I'm sure Murdoch owns some. I don't care about them, so I don't know. But I'm sure Murdoch owns some of those. The celebrity paparazzi style magazines or whatever, right? Or they have these columns and things. I'd report on fake fashion.
You would report on fake. So you, instead of picking up an important issue.
No. You see, I'd push all my bleeding heart liberal views. Equality and all this business. But the fun things, I would try and twist the world of fashion to my own devilish means for my amusement.
Right, so you'd become some sort of Devil Wears Prada.
I'm thinking more of Mugatu.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Zoolander. Remember Zoolander?
Yep, okay. Actually, I'm just thinking right now, the whole hipster revolution thing with fashion, is that you?
I think calling it a revolution is a bit much.
Listen. If I'm running a podcast, I'm gonna grossly exaggerate whatever the fuck I want.
Alright.
Okay?
Hipsters.
And it's a hipster revolution. I won't stand for it. Fucking hipsters.
Hipster revolution.
I love you, everyone who is a hipster, by the way. You have gorgeous music and good smelling coffee.
I like the beards.
The beards are good. I have a beard, but I don't have a beard that long.
I eye the beards jealously because I can't grow one properly.
You can grow a beard.
I can grow a really patchy, shitty beard. That's what I can do. That's what I can grow.
It's because you can't grow a beard.
Yeah, fuck you.
Look, speaking from the cheeseboard corner, I have to say that it's not about having the beard; it's about having a fancy beard.
Yeah, well,
working in an industry which involves a lot of hipsters, I've seen a lot of interesting beard designs in my day.
There's no fancy beard that involves it being patchy. All right. These faulty genetics of mine.
So Ryan, you are Rupert Murdoch. What do?
Oh, well, I suppose I'd lull everyone into a false sense of security, wouldn't I? Like they did in 1930 on Good Friday, the BBC. Just by putting on like the news or my masthead newspaper saying there is no news today. And just do it for the next I don't know, like 3-4 months. Just lull everyone into a false sense of security, and then bam. Some shocking news. Like, did you know that last week when we said there was no news, there was news? Just send people into a moral panic, basically.
Wait, your plan is to print newspapers that say there's no news, sorry about that, and then continue this lack of news, so the lack of news itself would become news.
Haven't you seen the Sun, Darian?
You'd be reporting on the horrible news drought that's been continuing for months.
Well, that's pretty much what most news outlets do. Create some kind of moral panic, like no news, and then they'll have like a 4-page analysis on why there's no news.
This reminds me of the episode of Yes Minister. It's Yes Minister.
Yes.
Where
it is Yes Minister.
Well, there's Yes Minister and Yes Prime Minister, but
yes,
it reminds me of the episode of Yes Minister.
Of Yes
where
Minister.
Hacker
sorry, are you
fixes...
talking about Yes Minister? Let me just confirm that. Yes Minister.
Yes Minister.
Yes. Okay. Good. Continue.
The episode where Mr. Hacker fixes the problem of the banning of the British sausage, and that they had to create that news to. It's a whole episode.
Okay.
Go watch it.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty much how I'd use my media power. Just create some panic. It's like what the news agencies do nowadays, I guess. It's really
basically
nothing.
But
the same thing.
You'd create panic over nothing.
Yeah. So
exactly.
Basically, what the news agencies do now.
Okay.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
I see your point. But you
Well,
do it.
most people report on nothing anyway nowadays.
You do it in your own Ryan style. You meta. You do it in the meta way.
Yep. Kill them softly, Jake. Kill them softly.
Would you be fair and balanced, TM?
I'm not sure about fair and balanced Tim. Maybe an Eric
God
or
damn
a
it.
Warren.
Next.
Oh, is that my turn?
Yeah,
to
it's
say
yours.
it? Oh, yes. Okay. All right. Well, the floor is lava right now. Why is the floor lava? What are you doing right now to deal with this issue? Or have you been dealing with it for a while, and if so, how? Now, I have a question about this question.
Okay, you
As
have a
the
question about this
question
question. You
asker,
usually have a question about the question.
I would like to question this question.
Yes.
The floor is lava, yes.
Yes.
Are the objects around me somehow lava resistant?
That's your choice.
Or is everything
that...
melting into the floor? Because that
I
sounds pretty horrifying.
Okay, when I designed this question, I thought if we could use a modicum of our creative minds,
Little behind the scenes moment here.
yes, we could think. We could let the answerer of the question decide what the situation is, why the floor is lava, and then work backwards from there. So, for example, well, actually, no, Ryan has to answer this question first.
Yes.
But, you know, Ryan gets to decide how long the floor has been lava, because the floor is lava right now, but how long has it been lava, or is it just lava suddenly? It's your decision.
Maybe the floor has always been lava, and we just haven't noticed it yet.
I'm pretty sure it'd be. I'm sure it'd be pretty noticeable if the floor was lava. You would notice it immediately.
But is
But
the
that
floor
being
lava,
said-
or is it yourself that is lava?
Ryan, answer the question.
Oh, well, so it's obviously the floor's lava. But that being said, since I live in a second floor apartment, I think it's fairly safe to say that I'm going to be in a pretty good position up here. I'll have a bit more time to contemplate about life's existence.
Can I just interject here? So, your interpretation of this is the floor is the ground, and it is surrounding your apartment. Is that what we're going with?
Well,
here?
if his
Well,
floor is lava, it'd drip down and kill the occupants below, wouldn't it?
Well, I laugh
If he's
maniacally.
holding on to something, he'd be
Whichever
pretty
way,
okay.
I don't mind how he interprets it. If he interpreted it that way, just go on, Ryan.
Oh well, having all this philosophical debate. But yeah, but Darian is quite correct. I wouldn't be too concerned about the lava because it'd kill everyone below me first, of course.
Yeah, your
but-
floor is their
that being-
ceiling.
Yes. Exactly. But that being said, also like having a large window in my apartment, I just have to open up the window and all the lava will flow out.
Well, how much lava
'Cause
is
there's
there?
no-
Is it
there's
going to
no-
go into the window? Plus,
My apartment's not that big.
there's also the issue of lava's hot.
Lava is hot.
I'm pretty sure the heat would just cook you alive. Probably going to
that's what the question is asking? How are you dealing with this?
probably painfully, wouldn't it?
Well, is it your question to answer?
No, it's my
Yet.
question to ask.
Yes. So ask the question, Ryan answer.
Well, I'm not
Wait,
sure
have you
how
got
I deal with
aircon?
it. Yeah, I've probably got.
Yeah,
aircon.
you're
I've got
fine.
aircon. Yeah, I'm fine. I could just sit back and relax, like living on the equator with the aircon on, sending out another newspaper saying there's no news today, with little asterisks and underneath, by the way, the floor is lava. Run for your lives.
All right. So how long has the floor been lava?
Well, I don't know.
He
Is
just
it
woke
just
up.
immediately started happening?
He just
It
got
just-
up and the floor was lava.
Yeah, just woke up one morning, suddenly floor's lava.
Not the
It's
best.
like the kid suddenly. It's just like you walk into a room and a kid looks at you and then he says suddenly the floor's lava.
There are probably a lot of scientific reasons why that's impossible, but that's okay. This is a hypothetical.
It's kid science, Jake. It's not that hard to fathom.
It's kids' science, so it's simple.
Pretty much.
You just wake up in the morning, the floor's lava, you just get out of bed and walk to the fridge and grumbling, "Not before I've had my coffee!"
I mean,
Well, it's probably they've just thrown a whole lot of like sugary sweets on the floor and tipped a bottle of Coke, and in that case, you scold them off for being a little shit.
so I guess it's my turn to answer now.
I guess it is, yeah.
Probably it is.
Well, you see, the way I imagined the question was kind of the game that we used to play as kids.
Speak for
So the
yourself,
floor
I
is
never
lava.
played that game.
Why did you play that game? You had a sister.
Yeah, but I spent most of my time tormenting her.
The Floor is Lava is the best game to torment
No, I
siblings with.
preferred slipping on a demon mask underneath a death's hood, walking into her room with the hood on, then pulling off the hood to reveal the demon mask while she was asleep. I wake her up and then I do it. It was hot. I traumatized her. It was great.
You must have traumatized her. You've traumatized me just by that explanation.
The worst one was when I made her think she killed my pet elephant, my little stuffed elephant.
Oh God, you were a terrible brother.
I was a brother.
Yeah, you were a brother. I never had the pleasure to have a brother. I had two sisters, and what sisters do is they decide to make you think that you're dying. Like anything is a sign that you're dying. And so I grew up with a complex that anything that's wrong with me, I immediately think that I'm going to die.
Oh, so your sisters were WebMD?
Yeah, that's what they were. One day I got grease on my finger. I got regular, just motor grease. And I don't know how I got it on my hands. I was just around the car or something. And I was asking my sisters what it was because they were so wise and generous and they told me I was going to die. They said that it would get under my skin and that it would spread throughout my veins and choke my heart and kill me. Back to answering the question.
I can neither confirm
The floor is
nor
lava
deny.
right now. See, it's been lava for a while. It's been lava since I moved in. I moved in and the floor was lava. So what I did was I bought some strong, thick heat-resistant glass, and I put the glass over the lava, and it just makes a very nice, warm floor to stand on.
Oh, so we're going with Minecraft rules, are we?
Yeah, we're going with Minecraft rules. Well, I am, because I'm taking the hypothetical into that universe and making it my own. And so right now, the floor is lava. What are you doing right now to deal with this issue? Well, I'm sitting here with my Ugg boots off on the floor because it's a nice, warm floor.
So the question isn't really what are you doing to deal with this issue. The question is it an issue at all?
Yeah, and I'm taking advantage of this issue and making it something that helps me.
Yeah, you could harness this lava floor for geothermal power, that sort of thing.
I mean, the other thing that I've done is I've hooked
Exploit
it up to I've hooked it up to my toilet seat. So anytime that I go to the loo, I don't have to worry about a cold toilet seat.
I think using lava is a bit much. It's a bit,
Listen.
You're over-engineering the problem.
The lava was here already. If I had decided to rip the lava from below the earth and put it here artificially, then yes, that would be over-engineering the problem. At the moment, all I'm doing is taking advantage of the current situation and using it to my advantage, as I said before. And I think hooking it up to a toilet seat to let it warm the toilet seat continuously, so I would never have to suffer the ordeal of sitting on a cold toilet seat ever again, is probably the best way to do it.
But then you'd have to deal with the problem of your burning your particulars off.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's not like there's lava in the toilet seat. That'd be crazy. It's just hooked up to the lava in such a way that the heat is dispersed through the toilet seat.
Oh, well,
at a controllable temperature, at a reasonable temperature.
Oh, well, I suppose it's living on the edge. I suppose living in a country where your toilet seat can kill you, indirectly, of course. I suppose that's a fairly valid point.
Isn't that already true? What with the spiders?
There are always spiders under the toilet seat. You can't miss them. You just have to live with them. We have anti-venene under the cupboard, and it's under the cupboard because there's lava there to keep it warm. Is that how anti-venenes work?
I don't think so. I think you want to keep them cold.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Otherwise, don't they break down like most things with heat?
I thought you wanted to starve a fever.
No, you don't. That's wrong.
You're wrong.
No.
All right, Ryan, do you want to ask the next question?
I don't think I want to, Jake, but I will anyway. What if philosophical football was an actual sport?
Oh, I have to answer this question first, don't I?
Probably. I think it was Darian.
No.
Yeah.
It was him.
Okay, yes, Jake first. Yes, go
What
ahead,
if
Jake.
philosophical football was an actual sport? Well, I think that I would be firmly behind the can't win team. Anyone?
No.
can't win.
No. I get it. I just don't think it's funny.
God, I hate you guys.
I feel sorry for that turtle.
See, that... the
Aristotle.
question... and now I'm going to criticize the question because I didn't write it. The question,
just
the
criticize
question lacks a little bit of depth. I found it difficult to figure out what to answer, and so I came up with that terrible joke.
Well, I suppose you could like consider it as like would it be a worthwhile spectator sport? Would people actually go?
Well, I think I
see
think if it was like a culturally embedded thing, then yes, I think it would be a very popular sport.
I still wouldn't watch it.
Well, you don't watch any sport except for esports. And
Nah, I don't even watch
philosophical football is not an esport. It is probably one of the most dangerous contact sports of our time. Philosophical football has been pretty dangerous ever since Karl Marx was killed. It was a terrible accident.
Got a problem with head injuries.
Some would say he was on the marks.
Ryan, if what I said wasn't funny, that it really...
Yeah.
You're grasping at straws, that's what you're doing.
Obviously, there wouldn't be an Australian team. It'll all be people called Bruce. And
I think that philosophical football would be a popular sport. I think that...
Well, if it's the only sport, maybe.
Well, what other sports would be around if philosophical football was around?
Well, philosophical golf?
Do you think philosophical golf would be a better sport?
No.
I mean, golf is already boring.
Yeah.
What would philosophical golf would that would be Descartes going around? Oh God!
Like golf, therefore
Strozner would be quite a frustrating golf player because he'd always be questioning whether or not the ball is in the hole or it's not in the hole.
Yes.
But since he's like 250 meters away, he can't tell.
Darren, I'm going to have to hand the question to you because I don't know how else to answer it.
Oh, I already said I wouldn't watch it, so...
Well, no, but what if it was this isn't about you watching
well,
it?
It'd just be... Well, it'd be another thing I wouldn't watch, that's for one. Besides that, I guess more people would know about philosophers?
I guess that's true.
Maybe a philosophy degree wouldn't be worthless? That would be the biggest. That would be the biggest change.
Everyone I know who has a philosophy degree has an actual job. I don't have a job.
Well, what is that? That speaks more about you than the philosophy degree.
There are only two people. There are only two people I know who have philosophy degrees, and they're very successful in their given fields.
Well, yes, philosophy is a great...
counts for something.
Philosophy is a great field. The problem is it's also taken by a lot of shitty people.
That's true. So I guess take philosophy if you're serious about it, but don't take philosophy if you're going to be shitty.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
No, not really.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I wouldn't watch the sport.
You know what we forgot to do?
What did we forget to do?
Well, each person who asks a question hasn't answered the question that they asked.
That's
yet.
true. They should probably answer it last.
We should answer those. Do we want to do that in reverse order?
Well, people won't know what we're talking about now.
Yeah, fix it in post.
That's your answer to everything. Fix it in post.
Fix it in post.
Alright, so... okay, we'll do it in order then. If I was Rupert Murdoch, if I was a mogul like Rupert Murdoch, I would be fair and balanced TM. Or at least I'd run my campaign very similarly to how Fox News runs their fair and balanced campaign. I would constantly be saying that I am fair and balanced because if I say it enough, then people believe it. What arbitrary agendas would I push? See, what I would do is probably do exactly what Rupert Murdoch is doing, except for things that I like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess my answer is like Darian's answer, except less funny.
So essentially you'd be the Guardian.
The Guardian! People keep saying the Guardian is the left's answer to the Daily Telegraph. It is the Daily Telegraph. Anyway, Darian, answer the floor is lava question.
Is all the floor lava or just the floor in my room? Because either way, I'm probably dead.
That's up to you.
I'd probably just die painfully. Let's be real. I'm not athletic enough. I'd slip and fall.
You'd just be dead.
I'd be dead.
So you wouldn't be able to deal with it?
Nah, it'd be horrible.
What were the circumstances under which your floor became lava?
Probably a gypsy curse.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Ryan? your football answer.
Oh, philosophical football. Well, that'd be a terrible idea.
Damn it,
Alrighty.
Ryan. Goodbye. I'm being chased by a baboon. And that's our show, folks.